Hi all. You know I must love this if I'm early, because I'm never early. Welcome to Facebook Live, and tonight's topic is From Tragic to Magic. So let me know you're all here. I did show up a few minutes early, but it's better than being late. It's right on time. So here we are, Tragic to Magic. Today we're going to be co-creating and gaining some understanding on how we are processing and moving. Hi, Meredith. How we're processing and moving in the world and what is going on. So first, let's just get all centered and grounded. Do a few breaths. So just roll your shoulders back and down. Get comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose. Breathe in. And blow it out. Breathe in, breathe out. It's been a long week and a lot of taking care of business and people and families, and now it's time to take care of ourselves. Most important thing. And then you give from that fullness, and tomorrow is Monday, and we all know what a Monday means. We start all over. So what is better than to get started on the right foot and a right thought? So the beauty of our life is this. We get to choose what we think about. We're always going to be wanting. And there's a beautiful saying, here it is, that by your word you're justified and by your word you're condemned, which means what you speak is what you're manifesting. If there is a habit of thought, which is all a thought is a habit that becomes your belief system, that life isn't fair and not giving to you properly, then it is not a curse that has been put upon you. It is a self-curse. It is the gift of punishment you're giving yourself. Whether you have guilt or unresolved, everything is constantly showing back to you, mirroring right back to you what you feel and what you think about life and yourself. And the glorious joy is you get to change your mind. You could start with different thoughts and creating. So you can't go from there to here. If there is miserable, you're not going to get happy from there. So you get to change that. And how would you do that? By realizing that we are all wanters and we are all creators and co-creators. And we get to vibe and choose where we want to go. And what is happening in the world, in the present, out there, that you're attracting yourself to or paying attention to, specifically, is what you're inviting in. Because it's really not a word universe. It's a vibratory universe. It's what's vibing. So even if your words are lacking and your words are negative, if your feelings behind the words are positive, then you're going to get really what you feel. So an example, if you keep speaking, oh, everything's wonderful and fantastic and splendiferous, but you really feel that things are awful, you're going to get what you feel. So how do we go about it? How do we do positive affirmations and speak things into existence if we feel bad? Good question. How you do that is to find a way to feel good. Don't speak about something until you can find your alignment with something that feels really good to you. And if a current situation that you're in that is so constant and emotionally toxic to you cannot possibly give you joy, then you can change your focus of attention. We're not saying that bad things don't happen. Shit goes down. This is true. We're saying that by your focus and hanging out with the crap is what the problem is. So you have to start moving away from it. How do you move away from it? By changing the channel, by placing a different order, by aligning with the desired things, the wanted. We are always going to be in a wanting position. This is life. We're going to want this, And once we get that, we're going to say thank you, and then we're going to start wanting more. So even if we don't want things, and we're mentioning it constantly, all the horror we've been through in our life and how we don't want this anymore, we don't want to go through this again, all the don'ting all over ourselves, that is also an invitation, because life is delivering to you, to everyone, exactly what you are focusing on and what you believe. It is the law of life. It is karma magnified. No bad, no good, just is. If I am constantly being loving and nurturing and giving to myself, and then from myself I am giving that to you, then my karma is good. There's no such thing as what you've done in a past life harming you today. Anything that happened before right this moment is done. It's not happening anymore. You keep it alive by bringing it into the present, because all that is happening is the present. This is it right now. Here we are in the present. So if you're not liking what your present life is giving to you, then you get to change. Hi, Annie. You get to change the station, the choice. The tragedy of most lives is that you don't think that you have the power to change, or that you deserve to be that important to do the work. You deserve it because you want to be an expression, an extension of life, and the flow of your energy and where you're going and who you're surrounding yourself with. Everything that you have in your life, it's because you believe you deserved it, and that's via good or bad. Everything is there for a reason, and you are the reason. So there's nothing to be self-punishing about. Forgive yourself. First thing you have to do is forgive yourself, and then recognize how powerful you are. You are so powerful, you could create misery. Hello, Annette. Hi, everybody. You could create misery or joy. It's all in your thought. This is why I am a constant meditator. Every day I'm in meditation, because I'm trying to free my thoughts from anything. I don't want thought. I want to be thoughtless. So in meditation, it's just like sleeping. We are free. And in that freedom, we get to allow Spirit, God, whatever you call the Most High, to deliver information to us, that we don't have to always be so on and striving and trying. We have to be allowing. Meditation will do that for you. It will increase your, not gamma rays, your gamma waves, which are your happiness centers in your brain. And it's through meditation that you will achieve peace and enlightenment for yourself. And then you take ownership. I am responsible for all that is happening in my life. I'm responsible for all I invite in, for all I say goodbye to, for all that I have in my life right now. And it's not punishment. If I'm having a struggle and going through a time, and my focus is on, oh my God, look how bad this is. Look at this struggle that I'm going through. Everyone, come look at this. Then I am keeping that struggle alive. So I will start telling a different story. And the story will be, I deserve to be happy and well. I know the square of life. Perfect health, love, wealth, and self-expression. Hi, Christine. I get to choose and understand that I am the creator, and I'm co-creating with Spirit and God and nature and the power that is for the life that I want. And no one owes me a thing. I'm responsible. And in my responsibility, I take ownership of things I have manifested, and whether they're well or horror, I own it. And I'm not pointing fingers, nor am I depending on somebody else to bring to me any of my fulfillment. I am 100% depending on my ability to create and align and allow. I would rather believe in something really true like a guardian angel to take care of me than a person, because a person has different moods, and when they're happy, they'll want to help you and take care of you. And when they're not, they won't want to take care of you. So I'd rather trust a vibration of energy that I believe in this wonderful spiritual world of magic that we live in, to take care of me than a human being being put on that to feel responsible for me. That's a burden that I don't think that's fair to bestow on anybody. Your life is your creation. Even your children and your partners and your friends, that is all their creation. So you get to witness how it is to live well, or you get to witness hell. And then you get to change it. The tragedy is not realizing your power. Your power is so magnificent that if you could sit back and take a few breaths and look at the fact that everything that is happening, you have created. These are your thoughts becoming things. It's the secret of life. It's the game of life. You are getting what you're giving. So some may say, well, I'm giving so much. I'm overextending to people. I'm trying so hard. Well, that is a problem. You don't want to give from a desperation or a need or for retribution. You want to give because you're full and you have. So stop giving if you're doing it for acknowledgement or a prize or for a parade. Give because you just recognize this is nature and life. And by me giving to you from my fullness, I'm minus nothing. I'm awake. So the depression and anxiety and fears and bad feelings and sickness and exhaustion and all these things, all these ailments are of a fear-based, low-based energy, and it's not a punishment. It's from trying too hard. Excuse me. Water. It's what's for dinner. And when you're taking the world by storm and you're trying to make things happen and you get frustrated and indignant and pissed, when you're doing that, you're not moving in the proper direction of your life. The struggle is not necessary. You don't have to try so hard. You have to allow and align. All creation is from a thought. Our thoughts are everything that's happening in our life. What we think is what the truth is. If you don't believe that, look at your life and all the topics you've been going through in your life. Water, Yvonne, water. Look at everything that you've been going through and be honest and authentic with yourself and say, wow, I do think about loss a lot, about the injustices of life and unkindnesses. I do think of that. And I experience that. And then happy people, wow, I do expect the best. And I am an optimist, and I am aligned with goodness. And I don't have to try so hard. And the reason I don't have to try so hard is because I believe, my belief system is, I'm having experiences that are in alignment with my truth. And my truth feels very good to me. So I'm going to keep going this way. And I'm going to align and take my thoughts to a higher vibration. It's all vibe, baby. Everything's energy. I'm going to move my thoughts to a higher vibration. And then I'm going to sit back and watch the manifestation. I'm not saying you don't have to work for things to achieve things. I'm saying that you don't have to work hard. You have to work smart. And smart work means that in my inner knowing, in my silence, in my soul's knowing, I am aligning with my desires, and it feels really good. I'm excited. I have great expectations. And from my expectations, I know that it's coming. And I'm experiencing it now in my thoughts. Daydreams are fantastic. So when you match the alignment with the feeling, then it's not work. You're just moving, and it's joy. Every part of it's joy. It's just expanding. Joy, joy, joy. This feels awesome. Like my clothing line. I love it. I'm doing it. People, stores order from me. I'm excited. I can't wait to write the order up. When I have a session, I'm so charged before and after. I'm lit because I'm doing things that feel awesome for my soul. And we all can and should be doing that. It's your birthright to feel good. So if you have guilt or a woe is me attitude towards a situation that you haven't healed, then please start nurturing yourself so well and being kind. Loving kindness to yourself is the only application you need. And from that, you're patient. You're not forcing things. You're not forcing people to act a certain way and speak a different way and walk towards you a different way. You're just a witness and an observer and a creator. And you're allowing everything that is happening to unfold in due time. Hi, Christine. You want a wonderful life. You chose to come forth to have a wonderful life. And there's going to be sadness and sorrows. But, most sadnesses and sorrows pertain to expectations with other people. That's where most disappointments are created. If I am just counting and relying on me and my mental faculty and my soul and my source and God and nature and oneness, then there's no one I can be disappointed in. Then there's nobody that owes me anything. It's all self-sufficient. So I am creating it. If I'm relying on other people, then that's where the problem comes in. And that's where disappointment will come in, because it's no longer a part of me, it's outside of me. And my being is my sustenance. And that saying is everything. I am my sustenance. You are not. This one isn't. Now you say, well, you have a store, Stacy. Aren't your customers your sustenance? Well, life is my sustenance. And what comes to me, it's because it's for me. And what leaves me, it's because it's not for me. So everything is moving properly. I'm not forcing people into my store or to make an appointment with me. I have something I offer. If it aligns with your vibration, something you need, you could come to me. If I do not, you don't have to. And I'm not going to depend on anybody else. And that's a lovely thing. That's not being defensive or guarded. That's being awakened, self-realized. When you realize you are the power to create your life, then there's nothing outside of you that could get in your way. And there's no competition. And it doesn't matter how many people are doing what you're doing or copying what you're doing. Everything is going to equal out. The pendulum swing to the left will be the same as the one to the right. So you just have to be aligned with your truth. And people that want to give to you, like I have some beautiful people in my life, giving supportive, lovely, and they know who they are, and more importantly, I know who they are. And it's a lovely exchange, and I'm grateful. It's beautiful to have a wonderful tribe of people that love you, that are aligned. But if one of them woke up pissy, they could be pissy at me then too. See, everybody's mood is adjustable by how they feel. But that is what everything is. It's how you feel. If you don't want to watch a happy show, then put on a horror show. Don't expect to get happy from horror. You're going to get what you're aligning with and who you're aligning with. So don't put so much weight on other people for them to take care or do the right thing by you. Let other people do the right thing by them and let it not bother you. Everybody really is evolving at their own pace to their level of understanding. So you don't have to suffer with somebody else's suffering. You don't have to stay in a conversation with people who are talking about lack and loss in the news and this tragedy and that one. You could say, I'm sorry, this is not comfortable for me, and remove yourself. You don't have to stay anywhere that doesn't feel genuinely and uplifting to you. Doesn't make you delusional to keep away from negativity. It makes you intelligent. Be in touch with you. And if you love the misery, hi Jess, if you love misery, then you'll have plenty of friends. If you want to rise above that, then you may lose plenty of friends, and that is all okay. Let it come and go. Do not take responsibility for anybody else's actions and feelings. You are all you need, and you get to choose everything. How you think is everything. So if I woke up today joyous and happy and aligned, I had my water, I meditated my 15 minutes, I'm feeling terrific, and I got a phone call from somebody who was feeling down and stressed, I'm not hanging up on them, but I'll tell you this, I'm not meeting them where they are. I will say, well, that can't feel good, so it must not be true. It can't, you're supposed to feel good. So it can't be true if this doesn't feel good. So I'm going to wish you a better feeling thought. So why don't you go, take a few deep breaths, and align with what you want to manifest. And I promise you it's simple. It's changing perspective. Good one. Bright? Hi, Bright Lewis. It's changing your thought process. Well, if I keep thinking this way and I keep manifesting this, maybe I want to change my thoughts. So maybe I don't know how to go from here to there, but I could go from an awareness that these thoughts are bringing me outcomes that are no longer vibing groovy for me. I'm over this. So now I'm going to just start a feeling better space. So what could I do to feel better? Maybe I'm going to go sit outside. Now it's been a rainy, schmutzy day here in New York for the whole weekend. Tomorrow the sun will be out. The sun will come out. So tomorrow, on your way to work or just waking up, go sit out in the sun. Get some vitamin D. The light is so healing. Burn some candles, some beeswax. Excuse me. Water. Take a sip all. And if you woke up in a underwhelming mood, then why don't you go lay down a few more minutes or read an inspiring page of truth. Read some Rumi or Louise Hay or Wayne Dyer or Florence Scovel Shinn. Do things that get you in a better space because you recognize your thoughts change all the time. You are always going to have thoughts. We are thoughtful. So you are always going to be able to align and change your mind. And it's a beautiful divine gift. Everything wants to work in your favor. And if you look at life like that, like life is always working in my favor, and things are always working out for me, and I know that I deserve the best, and my service I'm giving is the best I could do, and my ideals are divine, how could I suffer? How could life serve me something I did not order, not pertaining to other people, pertaining to my own will and my soul's energy? It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be able to be attracted to me, something that's not vibing on the same level. It's not possible that I'm happy and joyous and things are going divine, that all of a sudden I'm miserable. You have to pick a lane that you want to stay in. And the lane you want to stay in is the one that feels awesome. This feels awesome. I am moving this way today. I am choosing different thoughts. I am meditating. I am breathing. I am focusing on what I want. I'm creating mental vision boards. I'm daydreaming. I'm aligning, because all creation is from God and Spirit anyway. We are really not creating anything. We are allowing. I'm allowing these thoughts to move me. Are these thoughts moving me in a positive direction? Then yes, I'm on path. Negative direction, I'm going to sit down and shut it. I'm not going to feed the fear. I'm going to align with the Most High. And then in my Most High, the fear can't reach me. It's not in my focus. I'm not able to watch Disney and get scared. If I put on Cinderella, Stephen King isn't coming out with an axe to kill me. It's not going to happen. So I'm aligning with what I'm attracted to. And I'm attracted to joy and love and happiness and kindness. And that's what I'm going to focus on. And that doesn't make you silly to not focus on all the negative things out in the world. It makes you brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So be brilliant with yourself. Allow yourself the right to rewrite your history and to sit down and let life bring to you what is for you. A bad dream, okay, or is that another day? Oh, I could go about a bad dream. A bad dream, that's good. I had a bad dream the other night. A bad dream is your subconscious working something out that you weren't aware of, a fear that you have. So if you wake up and you remember the bad dream, then sit in it. I would write it down, because there's always an answer in that. See, I had a bad dream that a friend of mine started seeing somebody, and the somebody wasn't wonderful for them. It wasn't about me. It was about somebody I love. And of course I spoke and explained my dream. And, you just get clarity. But all dreams, everything is from subconscious energy that is coming out. That's where you sleeping, meditating, same thing. Thoughts are coming in. So the bad dream could be from something from childhood. It could be something from way back then. Could be from you heard something on the news, even subconsciously, that you absorbed. So everything that's coming, just allow it. You just want to pay attention to everything you're seeing. Is this awesome? Is this not awesome? Am I present? Or who's running this show? Who's running my brain and my thoughts? So you don't want society to run your thoughts. The world thought form to run your thoughts. You are the creator of your thoughts. And you get to create your reality. You don't face reality, you create reality. And that is your reality. What you think about, you are bringing about. So your life is completely on path with your thought processes and your belief in your worth. So when you know you are life's child, God's child, then you allow all that is good to come to you. And when a negative feeling, a negative dream, a negative action, when any of that happens, try to walk away from it as quickly as possible. Now, as possible. Okay, fair enough. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be happy 24 hours a day. That's not natural or normal. I am saying, let me light some more sage. I am saying that when you have those unhappy thoughts that show up, that you get to choose and say, all right, this is not where I want to be, but what I'm going to do is, oh, this sage is so good. What I'm going to do is move away from this as quick as possible with understanding. Okay, I understand. Got it. All right, moving on. Next. See, every day is a new day. You get to recreate yourself and your story and where you're going. So this is how you want to move. Does this feel awesome? I'm going that way. So all anxiety and stress and fear and lack is a negative thought trail, a pattern of negative thought that has been present for so long that is manifesting. And all joy and happiness and alignment is overcoming the negative thoughts with positive. We're watering new seeds. We're going into our springtime. So we're planting the new seed thoughts, and we're being patient and kind with ourselves as they grow and process. That's what it is. Because you want your foundation to be strong and clean and clear. Because sandcastles are gonna, Jimi Hendrix, and so castles made of sand slips in the sea eventually. If it is not built on a strong foundation, if God did not plant that tree, it's going to uproot. All these things, my being is my sustenance. Speak proper and well with yourself. Okay, I have to get going, so let's do a guided meditation now. And I hope you all heard that and it was helpful. Like, share, and all that. If you need an appointment, you give me a call. Okay. Okay, let us now soften our eyes, soften our ears, soften our jaw, soften our mouth, soften our neck and our throat, soften our shoulders, soften our heart and our chest, soften our back, our arms, our hands. Let everything be soft. Soften our sit bones, our legs, our feet, our toes. Let everything be soft. Hi, beautiful cousin. Okay, very gently, with your eyes soft and your jaw soft. Let your tongue weigh heavy at the bottom of your mouth as you just soften your jaw. And we will now begin our yogi breath, which is gentle inhalations through our nose and out of our nose. So just sit back and be relaxed and follow your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. I breathe in peace. I breathe out stress. I breathe in light. I breathe out darkness. Just follow your breath. You deserve to feel good and peaceful. Keep your eyes soft. This is your time. On your next breath, I breathe in love. I breathe out fear. I breathe in love. I breathe out fear. Just feel your body getting deeper into relaxation. Just let your breath relax and release. Keep everything soft. There's nothing to force or to rush. This is how your life gets created and peaceful. This is the best way to make plans. So find your space, your center, and breathe in and breathe out. Your life is supposed to feel good. You're supposed to feel good. It's your birthright. So forgive the past and create a beautiful day and a beautiful week. Let me just ring our singing bowl. And now just very gently, let's all bring our hands to heart chakra, to namaste. Bow to yourself for your understanding and taking the time for yourself. And just bring your hands straight up overhead. Open your palms back to back and let go of any stress and darkness and bring in all the light and the love that you deserve right to your heart. And namaste. And I want to thank you all for watching and hope you have a blessed week. Bye now.